going to be a special player. Going to get better with more.
Ryan Pulock a long shot. That stop by Allmark. Rebound. Pageau turned away. What a stop by Allmark.
They should, because Linus Allmark makes a 10-bell save right in front. Bouncing puck. It goes right back doors. Lee puts it on a tee for Pageau. He can't believe it. That's a wide open end. It's going in. He drags it with the heel of his stick off the goal line. Second effort. Gets a little help from Spence.
Along with Heineman and Drouin moving in. Dropped off to Schaefer. That pass misfired. A chance now for Ottawa. Poked ahead by Cousins. 2-on-1 with Batherson. Dylan Cousins works in. Shoots off the outside of the post. Down to Kaliev. Looks down to Stutzla. For Giroux. Back to Stutzla. Feeds it back in front. Point blank chance for Kaliev. Rebound. Spence turned away. Stutzla with a chance. Sorokin makes the stop on that. Ottawa buzzing the Islander net. The box pass chipped away, and a chance now for the Islanders. Drouin moves in with Horvat. Jonathan Drouin walks in and shoots. And a great stop, point blank by Omar. Holmstrom back for D'Angelo. Past the midway point of the scoreless first period. Amadio stepped up. Held the line. He finds Pinto walking in back for Amadio. Shoots. And Sorokin got a piece of that. Pass for Perron. Back it goes to Chabot for Kaliev, who's got the great shot. Centering pass for Pinto. He hammered that wide. Pelech gets bumped there by Perron. Kaliev plays it back for Chabot. Final second of this power play. Hard shot by Perron. Scores! Snuck it by Sorokin. The power play goal gives Ottawa a 1-0 lead.
Kaliev was right there as well. Kaliev back to the point, then works his way to the front of the net. Perron's going to turn and fire it short side. Sorokin gets a chunk of it with the blocker, but it drops down 5-hole and rolls into the net. Devot takes middle ice. That creates the lane for.
And Jensen makes his way off the ice. And in behind the defense is Bo Horvat moving in. Shoots, and Omar turns him away point blank.
Bo Horvat gets available. A nice little bank plate. Now Horvat, who had the breakaway.
Batherson back across to Chabot. 6-on-5 now for Ottawa. Pinto lays that back for Batherson. The Pinto winds and shoots, scores! Shane Pinto remains red hot. Fires it home for his 7th of the year. Unstoppable.
The extra man out there, working around. They're looking for the shot that they want. Pinto looking for a lane. Little saucer pass back to Batherson, and then the one-timer. That's a tough angle. It's a far ways out for Pinto to fire it, but he's got the hot stick. He's able to wire this past Sorokin on the glove side. Now, Nick Jensen's right there as well.
Move back into Horvat on Jensen. At the line, Schaefer back across to Mayfield, walks right in. Mayfield centers it, kicked up by Allmark. Rebound, score! Emil Heineman snaps it home, and the Islanders are on the board, down 1.
Off the entry. You're looking for options. Going to get back to Schaefer. He's going to distribute the puck wide. And the Batherson battling in front. Chabot as well. And Batherson knocks Heineman down. And he actually spins around, gets up, and gets the rebound through the seam. Mayfield looking for the initial backdoor play for Drouin.
In the second round in 2020, he's been traded 3 times, but for really good players. He went from Florida to Calgary for Sam Bennett. And Shabbat sends it back in front. Allmark save, rebound skipped away from Anders Lee.
Gord, the one thing you can point out from a systematic standpoint, the forwards are too far ahead of the D here. That chance was all because they left the zone.
And now Lee drops across and a chance for Horvat, scores! And Bo Horvat continues his role and ties the game at 2.
Just disconnected. Get in the neutral zone and the regroup from the Islanders. They're in position defensively. Horvat gets available from the back door. Gets lost in coverage. That's the biggest challenge. You've got to change there. So now it's a 5-on-4 situation coming into your own zone. You're late in the play if you're Nick Cousins, because he's got to jump. And it ends up in the back of your net.
Sanderson. No, lead pass for Pageau. Short-handed breakaway. Jean-Gabriel Pageau works in, and Allmark makes the glove stop. Cousins for Batherson jumping in. Batherson drops that back to Jensen. High slot, Stutzla walks and scores! 10, Stutzla fires it home! And Ottawa regains the lead.
Tremendous chances this season early on, been snake bit, but it's good work by Drake Batherson, holding on that puck, getting it over to Nick Jensen, and then Jensen finds Stutzla right down the middle of the ice. Heads up play by Jensen to find Stutzla, and then he does the rest, beating Sorokin.
And now Zetterlund, a hard bump there from Lee. And back at the point is Schaefer. Banks it back down low for Shabanov. Max Shabanov spins and shoots, scores! And Max Shabanov, little mustard at the end of that, curls his stick, puts it in the holster, and ties the game at 3.
Puck's going to get back to Schaefer. He's going to go short side off the wall. Now you're reaching for it, looking for any type of opportunity. This, I think, hits Lee in front as well. As the puck rattles around, Clevin unable to clear Lee out, who's a big body.
And there's Stutzla back with it. The lines all over the place for Ottawa here in the second period. Now it's picked up by Stutzla, busting in with Cousins and Amadio. Stutzla walks right in, feeds it back across Cousins, shoots, scores! Dylan Cousins! And it's 4-3 Ottawa.
This all starts with a great back check here by Tim Stutzla. Turn that puck over, head up the whole way, takes middle ice, and he's going to get it over to Cousins. Cousins does the rest. Far side, inside the post. That seems to be the spot on Sorokin here this afternoon, as Pintos beat him there, Stutzla beat him there, and now it's Dylan Cousins, the 4-3 lead.
Back to Schaefer, got away from him, and a chance now for Pinto, shorthanded. In comes Shane Pinto, busting in, poke check by Schaefer. Schaefer takes him down, a penalty shot.
Here's a bobble puck by Schaefer, then it's a foot race. Pinto, it's inside position, the stick right there, takes the stick. So he hits his forearm.
Shane Pinto with a league-leading 7 goals, trying to make it 8. In on Sorokin. Pinto works in, and he's stopped by Sorokin.
And elevated just over the left pad. See the thought process, but didn't hit his spot.
Pellet up to Barzal, but hit there by Zub, who had jumped up.
Good strong side play there by Artem Zub to pinch down and limit time and space for Barzal.
Now Barzal winds back in, drops it back. Palmieri shoots, scores! Cal Palmieri ties the game at 6 minutes into the third period.
Comes through, there's Barzal, getting speed through the neutral zone, outside, inside. Challenges the D and then middle drive. And as he middle drives it, Palmieri, here's a great angle. Goes right between the legs of Jake Sanderson, over the right pad of Linus Ullmark in the net. A real strong play.
And then Mayfield comes over on Kaliev. That snap Schaefer's stick in half, doesn't have one. Long shot, tipped just wide, rebound, Amadio, all over, stopped by Sorokin. Chance in front. Ottawa scored first for the first time this year, led after 2 for the first time this year, but finds itself at a 4-4 tie. And Anders Lee with a steal, works back in front, spins and shoots, scores! Anders Lee with a strip and score, and the Islanders lead for the first time with 1:03 to go in the third.
Defenseman back. He tries to be heavy on his stick, and Lee gets underneath the stick, overpowers them, and then waits. A spinorama power move that goes underneath the right pad of Linus Ullmark. But a one battle, and then a forceful forehand by Anders Lee gives the Islanders a 5-4 lead with 63 seconds left.
Scrambles that one, and the New York Islanders erase an early deficit and 2 others and come back and win it 5-4.